Story number one, when I started seeing things of being chosen. It started off, I started DJ in the 6th grade. Went from one DJ to two brothers, Corey and Walter. They was international bass funk. They showed me love, I learned the machines, I learned the turntables, I learned the amp racks, I learned the speakers. Started off with Speaker Boy first. They're like, hey, one day they were like, hey, Squeaky, you want to try this? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And when I got on that microphone, the club was jumping. Every street party we had was jumping. Every block party we had was jumping. Every baby shower we had was jumping. God bless them two brothers for giving me the opportunity to do that. But I went up, I leveled up. I got with this higher group. It was Triple M DJs. And in every DJ group, they have some guys who come around. They're not really DJs. They want to, get the attention from the girls, and they naturally want to be famous. And there's this guy, his name was OJ. When I say everything he had was orange. He had like three Chevys. He had a convertible, it was orange, white interior. He had a box Chevy, orange, white interior. He had a El Camino, orange, white interior, rims on each car, sound on everyone. But he got kind of bored because he saw all the attention I got from just being a DJ. They come pick me up in my apartment. It wasn't my fault that the pain that I had in life of being a fatherless child, that I looked to other guys as a father figure. And these guys, I used to call them big brother and everything. Like, I thought they was my brothers. I was the youngest one in the crew. And like I said, we had battle DJs against some of the best DJs. And I was always the one on the microphone. And a guy who had everything, y'all, everything. He had everything. Everything. He started getting jealous of me. He didn't like the attention I was getting. He didn't. So, I started working at Greater Miami Service Corps, park recreation, international airports. Sometimes we even went to Salvation Army and we was helping abuse women with their beautiful little kids. It broke my heart to see that, but I'm an artist, I'm gonna paint this picture. So, like I said, I didn't have it like that. I got paid every 2 weeks. It was like everybody in the DJ crew, y'all put such and such down. I gave my last, y'all. I gave my last, They didn't even need my money. My money was something probably they could re-up on or something, or play with, or buy a pair of shoes or something. I don't know. But I know it's a guy who owned the radio station. He was very jealous of me. Some Scorpio dude. He was jealous of me. He had everything. I didn't even have a girlfriend. I didn't have a girlfriend. I was a virgin at the time. I wouldn't even think about sex. I was just thinking about my music. Freestyle battle. God bless the dead DJ Uncle Al. He was one of the greatest. Reggie Red is one of the greatest on ones and twos mixing and all that. It's before all this DJ Khaled shit came around. So, so the guy OJ, like I said, he had all kind of cars and rides and jewelry, and he had everything that I wish I had. But it was something about me. Every time I get on the microphone, every time I get on the station, classmates call, neighborhoods call, everybody shot me out. If your family member died, I stopped the whole session, play some rest in peace music, you know what I'm saying? This is for my homie. Shout outs. I got love from the hood. But this guy had everything. He had everything. He had girlfriends almost in every damn county. So they wanted to bully that one guy wanted to bully me and keep me out of the crew, and so I just went on working, just like forget that. And at that moment, I knew that God blessed me because they was a neighborhood nuisance. They made it bad for everybody. Even if they was an underground DJ, they made it hard for the neighborhood they was DJing in. And the people got tired of them, bullying them in the neighborhood. The Most High God moved His chosen ones at the right time. Right time, y'all. So time went by, days went by, day and night, and all this stuff. The guy OJ, who had everything. The Scorpio dude, it just for some reason he didn't like me. He didn't like me because of that aura. People felt me no matter how much. If I didn't have it, They know it's like, put like this, I wasn't bougie. I wasn't type like, oh, I can't talk to you, I'm too arrogant. He's my classmate, this is my neighborhood. Why not show love and homage to people who show you support? But like I said, the OJ guy, he was in the neighborhood, he was fighting people, bullying people, jacking young men up and all that. You know what they did to him? They sent a female in that station, full-blown AIDS. You hear me? And you know these guys, they thought, oh, I'm a big guy, I'm popular, and I'm undisputed, and nobody can attack me. They did something very wrong to that girl. Very wrong. And that same guy who had everything, he died from full-blown AIDS. Now we're going to speed it up some more, speed it up some more, speed it up some more, right? So I become a Rastafarian, you know? I always was a child of God. Like, I always try to find guidance because, like I say, my physical father wasn't there. So I always look to the Most High God for guidance. He protected me in a lot of these stories I'm going to tell you about. So I'm in the studio. I'm in the studio where Bob Marley made a couple of songs. Get Up, Stand Up, Exodus, a couple of songs. I didn't even know it. I'm in this full studio and Bob Marley, the legend, was in there. So I see this other guy, he's a jam DJ with us, his name was Fripp Dog. And I'm looking at him like, he got all these bumps over his body, but he hang around the Rastafaris, and they looking at me like, Chalice, you know him? That's my Rasta name. Like, Chalice, you know him? Like, yeah, he used to be in the station with me when I used to do the underground thing. He seen his eyes got bigger than Bart Simpson. You hear me? Bigger than my eyes right now. And he seen me, was like, oh man, I'm sorry for how we treated you back in the days, and you know, we knew you was serious about the music and DJing, and you worked there hard, and we should have did you like that. Trying to get my forgiveness. But he got scabies all over his body. He was trying to tell me like how he want to change his life, and he want to give his life to God. Now he's sick. And they was like, brethren, man, don't smoke with him. Don't be around him. I'm like, man, you got to tell me because I already know what happened to him. They saw a little mama inside that studio. It was Operation Kill Them All. They ran a polo, a train, whatever y'all want to call it. They all went into this girl. And he the last victim. He was the last victim. And he in the studio around these pure people who getting righteous with the Most High, trying to find a way to get himself into the kingdom. But it was too late. All that bad shit he did to everybody in the neighborhood, it came back. He was telling me how his daughter don't know he's dying, and she asked him why he got all these bumps over his body, and he losing his teeth and his hair. You should have seen him. He was trying to go dreads and everything, y'all. This man just knew that Rastafari was the way for him to get back right. He searched and searched for all kind of remedies to take the disease from him, but he forgot all the shit he'd done to the neighborhood. He was no longer healthy. He was fragile. He couldn't even defend himself. Stop messing with chosen ones, man. God got people here that's not made to be fucked with. And I can go on and on about how many people that came against me. They looking shit-faced right now. A lot of them ain't here. A lot of them pushing shopping carts. They had mansions, they had cribs, they had everything. And because they did not see the blessing you was bringing, I'm talking about one of the baddest DJs. One of the baddest DJs. Then we had underground stations and everything. This guy would not sit his ass down. Most High God made him sit down. He made him sit down. The man was so sick, he wouldn't even come outside. That's the OJ guy. The other guys, they were just dropping like flies. Like flies, you hear me? Like flies, because flies don't live that long. They was dropping, y'all. So who God bless, no one cursed. That's my first story about being chosen. Many more coming.